Okay, we're trying to find the solutions to quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. So let's take a look at another example. We have, well, right on the screen first. And what is going on? Some technical difficulties. Let's try this again. There we go. Sorry about that. We have x squared. Actually, first I'm going to do is write the quadratic formula out before we do anything. The best way to learn the quadratic formula is to write it out. Write it out every time, and you'll learn it. Okay, let's look at x squared minus 10x plus 22 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is going to be your A, your B, and your C. And then all we do is just plug it in up here. Now, we were focusing on in the previous videos about this discriminant. Remember, that comes from underneath the radical. We can go ahead and work that out right here. Let's just do that. So b squared, so negative 10. Make sure we put parentheses around this squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, has a coefficient of 1 there. And c is going to be your 22. Okay, so we're going to have a negative 10 squared is 100. Minus 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times 22 is going to give us 88. And this is all going to equal to 12. So the discriminant you can see here, which is under the radical, is positive number. Okay, so it's greater than 0. So like the last problem, I believe, it's going to fall into this category here, where we're going to have two distinct zeros. So we're going to say x is equal to negative b. Here's your b. Make sure you put parentheses around this now, okay, because of this negative. Plus or minus the square root. Now, we've already calculated what's up underneath the radical, the discriminant, which happens to be 12. So we'll write that right there. And it's all over 2a. And we said a. Now remember, it's a coefficient of 1 out here. Okay, so we can go ahead now and reduce this down. We have x is equal to, so we have a negative and a negative, makes that a positive 10, plus or minus. Now, we can reduce this, and let's do that right over here. So 4 times 3 is 12. You can break this up as the square root of 4 times the square root of 3. The square root of 4 is 2. Okay, so we can reduce that to 2 times the square root of 3. 2 times the square root of 3, and of course it's all over 2. Okay, but this can be actually rewritten and broken down. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2 goes into 2 1 time. And so now we're left with 5 plus or minus the square root of 3. So our two solutions are 5 plus the square root of 3, and x is equal to 5 minus the square root of 3. Okay, pretty simple. You can always take your solutions, come up here into the original quadratic equation, plug them in, and check this left-hand side should reduce to 0. All right. Okay, that ends this one. We got a few more of these, I think, in some little application problem. See you in the next video.